Hello. I don't know what this is exactly. I'm kind of excited to do this. I've never done anything like this, but I'm going to make a cocktail right now. Some of you might know that my husband Sean and I are really into alcohol, and especially cocktails. We drink gin mostly, and I just recently had a birthday, and my friends Dina and Steven, hi Dina and Steven, they sent me a gift, which is from this new company, Shaker and Spoon. Shaker and Spoon. And it's a subscription where once a month there's a box that has stuff in it for you to make a cocktail with the libation of or the alcohol or spirit of your choice. Well, there's a main focus to each box. So this is a gin box, and I forget the title of it. Maybe it'll be in here. Let's see. I just got back from a show. Right now, this is being filmed at an Airbnb in Cincinnati, where I'm doing Wicked. I'm on the national tour of Wicked right now, playing Dr. Dilliman, the goat professor. Yes. This box is called Use Your Imagination. So gin is the spirit that we use, and look at this. Oh my God, it's fantastic. So there are different things in the box that are going to be used for a couple of different cocktails that I believe are from I don't know, famous or well-known mixologists, bartenders, we used to call them back in my day. And there's a whole book here. What makes gin gin? The one real requisite is the distilling of a neutral grain alcohol with juniper, and that's actually pretty much it. But what distinguishes the various gins from one another? Well, that's the far more interesting question and where the real fun begins. Modern gin can be flavored with almost anything from citrus to lavender, from black pepper to tea. Some gins have as few as 3 or 4 botanicals flavoring them, while, for example, Monkey 47 features an astounding, you guessed it, 47. That's why gin is so much fun. With so many distinct flavors, no two gins are truly alike. Luckily, we have a lifetime to try them all out. This makes for an amazing range of what we can do with this beautiful spirit, so, just use your imagination. Cool! So the total of the box contents that will serve 12 cocktails, 4 per recipe. This is really cool. Maybe I should decide which one I'm gonna drink first. Well, it tells you the list of what's inside the box. I have no idea what's in here, so it's all new to me. There's a bottle of simple syrup. There are sugar snap peas. A little package of sugar snap peas. And everything is really cute packaging. There's a package of haiku peach white tea. A package of toasted coconut. Lots of lovely packaging material to make it festive. Makes you feel like you're about to have a party with yourself here in my apartment by myself. Wow, this is awesome. There's a bottle of tonic water. Ooh, something called lemon cocco. Bevanda fresca italiana, which, by the way, I'm studying Italian, so I actually know what this says. A fresh Italian beverage. Wow, I can speak Italian. All right, and it's a naturally flavored lemon and coconut beverage. So interesting. This is so interesting too. There's some more Italian on here. So it says down here, it says shake it up, and then it says agitare prima dell'uso. Agitare prima dell'uso, which means shake it before using. Prima, before, dell'uso. There is something called, it looks like it's a jam. drunken monkey jam. There's a small bottle of bitters. Ooh, there's another small bottle of vanilla infused bitters. And it's orange red. Celery bitters. This is amazing. Dina and Stephen, you have to know that this is so perfect for me because I mean, celery is one of my favorite foods in the whole world, which is odd because up until about 3 years ago, I refused to ever eat celery. And now it's one of my favorite foods. Fascinating, right? And here we have, more drunken monkey jam. Ooh. Snap pea pepper syrup. Wow. And 3 limes. Is that everything? Is that everything that the list says? It says a bottle of tonic water, a can of lemon cocoa, 1 bag of toasted coconut, haiku white tea, a bottle of Hella Bitters orange bitters, a bottle of vanilla infused Peychaud's bitters, a bottle of celery bitters, 2 jars of drunken monkey jam, a bottle of simple syrup, a bottle of snap pea pepper syrup, 3 limes, and 4 sugar snap peas. It's all here. Note, to make all 12 cocktails in one go, you will need about 5 pounds of ice. I'm only going to make 1 right now tonight. You will also need to provide 4 raw egg whites for the Nalani's Adventure. That's one of the drinks, I guess. And to make the simplicity itself, you'll need to infuse the gin for 4 hours prior to mixing. I think I might make this snap to it one. So there are 4 different cocktails here that I could possibly make. Or maybe it's 3. I think it's 3, yes. Snap to it, Nalani's Adventure, or Simplicity itself. And then they provide you a glossary about barware and glassware. I don't have a bar spoon. I do have a cocktail shaker. I have a jigger, mixing glass, and I do have a strainer. Strainer, by the way, is essential for cocktail making, if you don't already know that. Maybe I'll have my own cocktail TV show one day after I edit this together. So here we go. I'm gonna try to make the Snap to It. This cocktail by Ted Kilgore of Planter's House in St. Louis, where I did a play last year, beautifully captures the taste of a summer harvest by building a cornucopia of flavors onto the base of gin's botanicals. The sugar snap pea and red bell pepper syrup dives deep into the garden, while the celery bitters bind the feast of flavors with their leafy finish. This refreshing sipper will have you looking at your veggies in a whole new way. Ingredients. Okay, so 2 ounces of gin. I have gin and I have some Bombay left. I think that's at least 2 ounces. And I have Broker's London Dry Gin as well. I think maybe I'm going to use the Bombay for this. Don't know why. It doesn't really specify which one to use. So here we go. Add the gin, syrup, and bitters to a shaker. Fill the shaker with ice cubes and shake vigorously until it is ice cold, 15 to 30 seconds. Strain it into a Collins glass over fresh cubed ice. Then top with 1.5 ounces of tonic water. Gently open up the sugar snap pea so that its halves are still connected but can still lie flat on their backs, then rest it on the top of the drink. As an alternative, you can also skewer the pea pod with the... This is amazing. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this. Okay, here I have my Bombay gin. I'm going to just follow the directions. This is so awesome. Okay, so into a shaker, which... Yep, clean, good. 2 ounces of gin. 1. I'm just a little shy. This is probably kind of gross. I don't know that this would be recommended, but I'm kind of desperate. I probably should have prepared better for this to know. But I ran out of that Bombay, so I'm just putting a little teeny tiny bit of the other kind of gin. I usually I'm quite loath to mix the different spirits together, because you're kind of screwing up the taste of one with the other. You're trying to get a clean go at it, I guess. But this one is called Broker's London Dry Gin, which I actually really like. It's actually kind of cheap. Not cheap, but it's not it's one of the less expensive gins that I've found that I actually still feel like is good, like robust and good, and tastes like gin. This is the Snap Pea Pepper Syrup. Oh my God, so awesome. 3/4 of an ounce of the Snap Pea Pepper Syrup. So my jigger here is like 1 on one side and then half on the other. So I think I'm just gonna do like, what did it say? 3/4 of an ounce. So I'm gonna do, there's a half, and then a half of that is a quarter. That's 3/4. Ooh, can you smell it? It smells really good. Oh wow, that smells awesome. 3 dashes of the celery bitters. Oh, it's so cute too. Look at this. This celery bitters. It has a little dropper, an actual dropper. Very cool. I've never seen that before. 3 dashes, so I guess that means 3 drops. 1, 2, 3 of celery bitters. Oh my God, that smells so good. Okay, so this is basically the only real, this is what I'm gonna use for my Collins glass. This is basically a Collins glass. I mean, the glossary basically tells you how much of something to use. Oh no, I'm completely wrong. This is a rocks glass. So basically a Collins glass is a taller glass. I know so much about making drinks. I don't actually. I know a lot more about making martinis because I don't often drink drinks with ice. Sean and I have a tendency to drink martinis. So I don't usually use a Collins glass, but this is a Collins glass. It says, add the gin, syrup, and bitters to a shaker, fill the shaker with ice cubes, and shake vigorously until it is cold, 15 to 30 seconds. One of the things you should know, if you're not used to making drinks, this was one of the things that I was taught a long time ago, and it absolutely holds true. Ice is essentially your best friend. You need like lots of ice in general, but like the more ice the better. Usually a lot of people use like shaved ice, which is interesting. So here I'm adding some ice. I'm just using, ice from the freezer. I mean, I'm not an expert. If you wanted an expert, you should have, I don't know, you weren't expecting this. I mean, probably nobody's watching this anyway. Hilarious. Okay, here's my shaker filled with ice, shaking it. That was good. 15 to 30 seconds. Smells good. This is where the strainer comes in. The great thing about the strainer is that ice goes through, which is good. You want the ice to actually come out. I like a little bit of ice floating on the top anyway. And then you strain the shaker contents into the Collins glass over fresh cubed ice. So, meaning not the same ice that you actually shook it in. I mean, that's what I take it to mean. Because you're straining it, you're not going to use that ice. I mean, I suppose you could just pour it in if you really want. You could just pour all that ice in. Okay, over the ice. Ooh. Then top with 1.5 ounces of tonic water, which was here. This is the tonic water. Please tell me about. I do have a can opener. I have a bottle opener. This is not a screw off, so screw top. So be aware if you use it that you need a bottle opener. And this is a bottle opener from Boston, where I played a couple months ago in the show. Happen to have it. Pretty handy. So 1.5 ounces. I mean, I probably, if I were doing this, I wouldn't actually measure, but you might as well measure since it's a recipe, because I mean, I'm sure the good folks at Shaker and Spoon have, and I'm sure this guy who's, known for making this drink worked hard on the exact amounts. Then you take the sugar snap peas, gently open up the sugar snap peas so that its halves are still connected, but can lie flat on their backs, and then rest it on top of the drink. Did I do it right? Oh, okay, I get it. Because that's a pretty great garnish, actually. Is this just so queer that I'm doing this? And then, so basically this, and lying right on top like that. Look at that. Oh, it fell in. That's all right, doesn't matter. And here, now I'm gonna try it. Here we go. This is really good. Oh my God. This is really good. Now, let me say that it is sweet. It has a sweetness to it, but it's not too overly sweet. I mean, this is a really good drink. I mean, the description was right on target because it's basically saying it will make me look at my veggies in a whole new way. Like, I can taste the celery, but it also has like sugar and, you know, it has a sweetness to it, but not too overly sweet because the celery quality, which is not sweet. How would you describe celery? I guess it's savory. It's not savory. What's that other thing that people are saying? Something has umami or something? I don't know what that is. But it's not umami, and it's not bitter. Maybe it has a sweet, I don't know. It tastes like celery. This is a very good drink. So this was my first episode of opening my box. That's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna drink this drink and eat some celery. Tune in next time.